Hey, welcome back everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K. So lately I've been playing a lot of simulations, you could say that. And sure, planes are my number one, of course. I love flying, that's my number one simulator. But there's other simulators that I like to try besides just flying a plane. And recently I've been playing a lot of Train Sim World 3. And I gotta say that Train Sim World 3 has a lot of content. It has a lot of different routes and different regions for you to go around the Europe and United States. It has an enormous amount of variety of different trains from all around the world. And it's mainly Europe and United States, but it's plenty of trains for you to choose from. So currently, I'm driving this train right here. That's in United Kingdom, in UK, and if you live in UK, most likely you are familiar with this train. All right, so without any further ado, let's start this. Let's unlock the doors first, but I think we need to use the master key. Turn that on. Hold on. Master key. Master key, it's on. We got to keep this in neutral. And we're going to unlock the doors for the passengers to get in. And they're going to get in. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to use our wipers. Our wipers are going to be right over here. We'll keep it as fast because it's pouring rain out there. And the next thing we're going to do is make sure that our lights are on. I want to make sure that our lights... we'll also have a cab heater on as well to run. Because we are in October, and I'm pretty sure in October in UK, with this cold rain, it's definitely cold. So the lights, we're going to make sure our cab light is on. There we go. Cab light. It's working. All right, so what's the next step? The next step, it's obviously to select forward. Lock the doors, I'm sorry. The next step is to lock the doors. And once we lock the doors, we're going to select our direction to forward. There we go. And now we are ready to rock and roll. I'm using my LG OLED, and this looks beautiful on my LG OLED 48-inch screen. This is on the PC, so if the graphics look a little bit better, that's probably because I'm on a PC. And I'm using an OLED, at the same time. So we need to slow down our speed. Remember, we are in a not a high-speed train, but just like a city metro type of a train, Now, I was aware of Train Sim World previously in the past. And I did play it here and there, but I never really got into it like I did recently. I started watching a bunch of rail train simulator type guys who are like train drivers, mainly like in UK. I've been watching a lot of you in UK who actually drive the trains, and then you are doing like the live streams and all that. And I got really fascinated by like how it works and what it takes to get these vehicles on the rails to move. Look, one of the fascinating things about simulators is, to me, the learning. You know, you get to learn about, hey, how does this work? How do you operate this machinery? How do you operate this vehicle? What are the procedures? Same thing with flying. How do you operate this plane? What are the different variations of these different planes? And how do they operate? What is the APU switch for, right? And all of these different things you learn about flying a plane, right? To me, that's the appealing process of using a simulator. Not just the fact that it's, to me, flying a plane or driving a train, it's therapeutic experience. But besides, hold on. But besides that, it's also a very rewarding experience, because you get to learn on how to use these vehicles, and you get to learn how to operate them. Same thing with the bus simulator, truck simulator, even a farming simulator. You know, it's learning. You know, you are learning on how to use these machineries and these vehicles. They need to create a ship simulator, like Microsoft Asobo. You should do like a ship simulator or something in the future. Somebody needs to do it. All right, so now we need to get the passengers out. There you go. The passengers are coming out. There they are. Wow, a lot of people, huh? So I was really surprised by how good this train sim world is, and how many DLCs they have available for you to try and download and buy. I was really impressed by that. I got into it because, like I said, I was watching some of you guys up in UK, and I seen you play this game, and I'm like, man, this is pretty cool, though. Let me try it out, you know. Okay, now we close the door, and our next step is the emergency brake needs to go off, and then slowly but surely we're gonna start accelerating. And I was like, I have this on I have a Game Pass, right? I have this on Game Pass. Why don't I give it a try? And I was like, you know, watching those other YouTubers in UK, and I was watching them play this, and I was like, man, this is pretty cool. There was two particular YouTubers that I've been watching. One is the Rail Dad. He's the real train driver, pretty cool guy. And another one was British Ace. Like, these are my two that I would like for sure like recommend. And just by watching their videos, I learned few things, about the trains and how they are different, and different protocols that some of these trains have, etc., etc. Now, I know some people are gonna say, but I don't understand, the fascination with these simulators. It's boring, and you hear that a lot. You hear people start saying that kind of stuff. Now, if you are somebody who's subscribed to me and you just want to see me do a certain thing, well, I hate to disappoint you, but I'm all about variety, man. Guys, I'm all about variety. I like to try different things. I don't just play, one thing or one thing only. I like to try a variety of different things. And if people look at my channel and my 7,000 plus videos, they're gonna realize that I have variety, man. Like the amount of variety that's on my channel, and I think maybe that's why. I think that's one of the main reasons why the YouTube's having a difficult time with the algorithm. Because if I had only 7,000 videos focused on just one certain thing, like let's say flying a plane, flight simulator, then yeah, I would attract a lot of algorithm for the flight simulator. I don't think I'm shadow banned a lot. I mean, at first I thought maybe I was. Maybe once upon a time I was, briefly. But I think it's really, there's so much variety, and it's so difficult for artificial intelligence to really know what my channel it's all about. Because the way the algorithm works is, okay, so if you're searching for trains, well, those who are just dedicated for driving a train and using train simulator, then those videos will show up on that algorithm. Or if you're somebody who just dedicated making videos for Microsoft Flight Simulator, then that's all that's going to show up, and you're going to show up on that algorithm of Flight Simulator. If somebody searches for Flight Simulator, or if somebody searches for Train Sim World. So I think that's really what's going on. Is I think the YouTube and the algorithm and the AI, artificial intelligence, is just having a difficult time trying to sort out, like, hey, which algorithm do we put this guy? Because he's got 7,000 plus videos, and it's a mixed bag of so much variety. Now, when it comes to televisions, for sure, I'll definitely pop up on that algorithm, But I quit televisions, I know if I go back to televisions, start reviewing TVs, I know I'm gonna get back on that horse. But the problem is, guys, I don't have the space, nor do I have the sponsors to send me the televisions for me to review. You know what I mean? If I could get a sponsor that would send me a television every other week or every 2 weeks, right? Then yeah, for sure, I would get back into it. I would start reviewing televisions, but you guys have to remember, televisions are expensive, and I don't have a space to be buying those televisions, then returning them and buying them, returning them, in hope of, maybe reaching some kind of algorithm. It just doesn't make any financial feasible common sense, you know, because it makes no sense. So if I had a sponsor that would supply me a television, like televisions, the variety of different televisions every other week, where I test it and I try it and then I send it back and they get me another one. Yeah, sure, I would definitely get back into it. I would go back to televisions and start reviewing them. But it is really difficult for me to do it when I don't have those means of doing it. You know, I don't have that kind of money or luxury to do it. So I think I've figured out what's going on my channel. It's the YouTube doesn't know where to put me in terms of algorithm. Should we put him on a PlayStation VR? Well, he's not really a PlayStation VR, is he? Should we put him on a flight simulator? Well, he's not really a flight simulator guru, you know. So where do you put me, right? It's like a bipolar dilemma that's going on with the algorithm. It's because the YouTube doesn't really know where to put me. And I don't blame them, because it's a mixed bag of 7,000 plus videos. Like I said, sure, when it comes to televisions and projectors, for sure, you're going to find me on that algorithm. I'll be there. All those old videos, like 250,000 views, 500,000 views. Some of them are like close to 1 million. The one video of me opening that PlayStation 4 Pro, it's like close to 800,000 views, close to 1 million. But like I said, I can go back to televisions. I told everybody I quit that long time ago. It worked well in the beginning, but it was not feasible for me financially. You know what I mean? So I'm saying this so that way you guys have better understanding as to what's going on with my channel. Because a lot of you have been asking, you know. So now, throughout this video, if you're watching this, I think you'll have a better, clear vision of what's going on. Or as Arnold would say, a clear vision. But to be honest, my channel has been kind of burned out over the course of 10 years. I mean, look, man, I have no regrets. People ask me, do I have any regrets about my channel? Listen, I have no regrets. Zero. I met a lot of cool people on the YouTube in the past 10 years. I had a lot of great time, a lot of fun meeting you guys, hanging out with you guys, learning about you. Sure, there has been some drama here and there. There has been some, you know, negativity. You know, there's been soap opera on my channel, sure. But if you don't focus on that, if you focus on everything else that I have done on this channel, there's a lot of good time that I had, you know. Because the problem is, a lot of you focus only on like the controversy and negative stuff. But none of you really focus on, hey, look at that video, look at that live stream, look at this live stream, look everything this guy has done since 2016. And I know if you just focus on the negative, well, then you're gonna think I'm some kind of whatever, mean-spirited person, right? But that's not the case. That's not me. But I can see how you can portray me as that, is if only you are focusing on what people are saying about me who don't really know me. Or if people are just focusing on, oh, why did he block me? Why did he do this? Why did he do that, right? But nobody asked, hey, why? Why was that person blocked? You know, and none of you guys seem to ask that question. Why was that person blocked? Why isn't that person part of my channel? You know, and I sure as hell am not gonna spend or waste my time explaining it here on this video. But my channel has been very misunderstood by some of you guys. And that's because some of you have this notion that you understand me and that you understand what I'm all about. And I always tell people, don't ever have that idea that you think you know 100% what I'm all about. So I have no regrets. Like I said, sure, there's been some negativity. There's been some drama, sure. But all in all, man, I had a blast on this channel. I had a blast, man. I had a great time. But like I said, people will interpret things I do and things I say differently. And of course, they're going to cook up something based on their feelings or how they feel about my decisions that I made. And then based on that, they're going to start, going to these discords and talking about me. And everything they talk about me, it's wrong. Totally wrong. Because they're focused only on trying to make me look bad and trying to make me look that I'm this person, which I'm definitely not. But I don't care. Listen, it's only a handful of people who think like that. Personally, I don't care. I had a great time doing this YouTube channel. And I did it for something to take my mind off of what I was going through in 2014, 2015, when my father passed away, when my dog passed away, my girlfriend left me. It's been tough, man. And I tried to focus on something, and YouTube was that one focus for me. So I'm very grateful for what YouTube. Listen, YouTube is not perfect, but it's definitely brought me a lot of cool experiences. And remember, that's what life is about, man. Life, it's not about, regret this, regret that, living in the past, could have, would have, should have. The way I look at life, it's about experience. I'm only human. I'm not a perfect human being, nor am I going to claim to be one, because I'm not. But I look at YouTube as a cool experience, a cool social experience that we'll get to interact with each other from far away, right? Even though we never met each other in person, nor do we hang out in person to know each other that well. But I think what YouTube did and what this channel did that I started with the televisions, it really opened the door for me to meet some cool people and just have an overall great experience, man. Like I said, if you can overlook all the negative crap that's being said about me and my channel, if you look at all of those other 7,000 plus videos and live streams, I think you're going to find out, man, great time. A lot of laughter, laughing, comedy, good times, podcasts, etc., etc. You're going to realize that that's really what I was all about, man. I was about like this social experiment. Yes, I love technology. I love televisions. I love video games. I have a lot of hobbies, sure. But one of the things about my channel is a good time. Everyone had a good time. Even people who didn't like me, they still had good time. They still came back and they still laughed. And they had a good time. I made them feel good. Even if they had a shitty day or a stressful day, I still made them laugh. I would say something so outrageous and something so silly that would make them laugh and it would make their day, right? And that's what I'm proud of. That is my finest moment. That's what I'm proud of, you know. Again, I'm not a perfect person, nor am I ever going to claim to be a perfect person. You would have to be some kind of egomaniac to claim such a thing. But I'm only human, you know. I made mistakes, sure, of course. But I don't want to say that I have regrets, because I don't live my life in regret. Because life, it's about experience. It's like Anthony Hopkins says, I don't look at my life, oh, regret this, regret that. No, it's part of life. It's part of being human. You know, you grow, you learn, you make mistakes. You learn from the old mistakes, and then you make new mistakes. And you keep on growing, you keep on learning, and that's what it's about, guys. That's what this whole thing is about. All right, I'm gonna end the video here on this stop right here. We're gonna stop the train right here. I don't want people to get wet, you know. So we're gonna open the doors. All right, everybody's coming out. So that's really all I have to say about that. Like Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump has to say, you know. That's all I have to say about that. So I mean, look, if you guys have your opinions about me, that's okay. That's all right. Everyone has their opinions, and you are entitled to your opinions. That's not my business. It's your business. But just remember, opinions are just opinions, and they're not facts. So, like I said, I have no regrets. I enjoyed what I have done on this YouTube channel in past 10 years. I mean, I had a great time. I wouldn't change it for anything, dude. All those experiences that I had, even the dramas and with Hard 8 and with the other guy, what's his name, Quantum Apotheosis, and all of the shenanigans that I had back and forth with everybody. I had a good time, man. I had a great time. You know, the comedy, the podcast, the nicknames, and all the other stuff. It's been fun, man. It's been really a blast. So what am I saying here? Am I saying, oh, this is my last video and I'm heading off to the sunset somewhere? No, I'm just simply expressing myself so that way people have better understanding, you know, because I don't want to keep you guys, you know, guessing or this or that. So you can hear it from me instead of hearing it from somebody else out there having an idea or typing on a Discord or whatever, talking on a Discord. You can hear it straight from me, you know. All right, guys, well, there you have it. By the way, Starfield will be available for preload tomorrow. If you purchase a Starfield premium edition for $35, then you're going to be able to play it on the 31st of August. The game officially releases on September 6th, but let's be honest, everyone will pay $35. Even Microsoft knows that, and everyone will get a premium edition. And of course, I will do that as well. I can't wait, man. I'm really excited about Starfield. It's the most anticipated game this year. Can't wait to play it. So we'll see how it is. I'm also excited for RoboCop in September. RoboCop, it's very personal to me, so I'm a huge fan of RoboCop, so we'll see how that is. All right, guys, well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.